cross in his Albion side. Villa's 2 points drop if they can't get a goal. There's a great chance here though, and Peupion has given them the lead. It's a debut goal for the former Sydney FC man.
It's really pleasing to see, bringing him in as a kid and then seeing him leave as a young man. And the powerful thing behind most of that is that right from day one, whatever was happening on the field or in his development, he was convinced, he had that belief in himself. That's where he was going to be. So when you put all those things together from his journey and our experiences with him, for it then to come to fruition at the level that it has, it gives you a great feeling. And I've also spoken to people at the club higher up, even last year, and I'm getting some impressive feedback on him. What's better than playing your debut in the under-23s as a 19-year-old, scoring on debut? You never make those those long-term predictions. I mean, I think the only in 30 years the only one where I really would have said at the same age, this guy's going all the way, was Harry Kewell. Harry was a freak that you could say, there's no stopping this guy. But with the ones that we've brought in, and it's true of just about every youngster across the board, you see something in them that you never start to predict what the end part would be. But we make decisions based more on does this young player have potential? Can we see potential in him to develop as a player? I've always been pleased with performances, and as I said, the last year with us was starting to emerge as one of our most promising players, and one that obviously Steve would have been looking at if he stayed around, the same as Ryan Teague. But these things come along for them to move on to. I like watching him play, and that's another key one for Cam. A very, very supportive family. We gave him great advice and just left him to us, not interfering, not those busybody parents. Just left him to it, gave him the right advice, gave him the right support, and all those factors pull together, and then you see, the kind of performances that you see now. But of course, there's still another couple of steps for him to go. Let's hope he continues to impress and learn and develop to go all the way. What we do here at the academy is to get a whole crop of players who have the potential, and we provide the environment where as many of them as possible will have that opportunity to come through. And there's too many names for me to say look out for them, but when you see the ones that have come through, as I said, in earlier years people might not have seen that same thing, and it's one thing to be where Cam is now, but it's not the same as being an outstanding under 14 or under 15 or under 16. But to get to that point, there's a hell of a lot of players in the academy that we're excited about, and we're also wise enough to know that there's some players that we're conscious of that they're not exciting at the moment, but it wouldn't surprise us, and it shouldn't surprise anyone if in 3 years' time that is the one. So that's the unpredictable nature of talent development. And what you also try not to do is it can have a negative effect if everyone starts telling this player, he's the next Harry Kewell or the next Alex Brodsky or the next Ryan Grant. It can often have a negative effect. So we just let them keep growing, keep thriving, and as many of them as possible will have that opportunity.